This is the podcast, Murder of Words. Come and listen to my clever show. They call it a murder when crows convene. I call it stories, raw and unseen. From plot twists, humor to lessons learned. Every page and bridge I will burn. Spoken from my AC device. These are the stories of my life.
Warning: this program is recommended for mature audiences only. It contains strong language and adult topics.
Welcome to Murder of Words on AAC. My name is Chelsea Hagan, and I am a country girl from Alberta. I'm a writer, artist, university student, and an AAC communicator, and the proud owner of this sexy robot voice. If you're wondering about the podcast name, Murder of Words on AAC, first, it is not a crime podcast. I came up with the name because of my love of crows. I truly believe it's my spirit animal.
I love you.
We are both intelligent, curious, and a little mischievous. And a lot of times we are both misunderstood. I am often judged, not only for my voice, but for the assumptions people make about me before they truly know me.
No way! Yes way.
For those who don't know, a group of crows is called a murder, since I spend my days gathering words on my AAC device. I figure I create my own little murder. Do not worry. The only victims are innocent words that took me 5 minutes to spell. So Murder of Words felt like the perfect title. I even have a taxidermy crow in my room called Edgar Allan Crow. Now don't panic. I did not kill him just so I could have a crow. I bought him from an antique store, and he is my most precious, non-related disability item I own, and you will see him make his appearances on my podcast videos. So speaking of my podcast, here is what it is about. It is a filter-free conversation. No topic is off limits, and no subject is too big, too small, or too weird to talk about. My goal is to use my dangerous mind, laced with dark humor, to dissect information from literature and history, and attach it to life experiences, because human behavior never really stays buried. It always crawls back up and repeats itself, time after time.
Wow, that's amazing.
Don't worry, this is not a lecture. I repeat, not a lecture. This is a comedy podcast about real life. Mine, yours, and everyone's. You'll hear stories from my life growing up in Alberta, my experiences as an AAC communicator, my attempt at an English university degree, and pretty much all the strange situations that seem to find me. I'll also have guests joining in, where we will share our opinions, ask questions that don't always have easy answers, and hey, their voices might even give you a break from my monotone, sexy robot voice. Then again, some of my guests use AAC too, So you might just be getting a different model of sexy robot voice. You will also get to hear my writing, create into songs and videos. Doesn't that just sound delightful?
Oh, yeah!
My hope is that when you finish an episode, I will have made your day a bit lighter with laughter. But I also have a fondness for stories that pull on your heartstrings. If I can make you laugh 1 minute and reach for a tissue the next, then I have probably done my job. I also hope you learn something new, funny, or interesting. I am aiming for you to find at least one takeaway from my podcast to share with your friends, family, or co-workers. Because some of the best moments in life come from shared experiences. At the end of the day, we are all just trying to get through life the best we can. We all feel the pressure to have a perfect, put together life. Spoiler alert, most of us don't. Now you know the podcast idea. Let's get to know a bit more about me. It is true, I was born in Alberta, Canada. The day I arrived was a beautiful sunny day, but then a dark cloud formed over the hospital. Things got complicated. The umbilical cord was wrapped around my neck, like a hanging rope in an old Western story, and it tried to strangle me. I turned the darkest shade of blue. To make a long story short, the combination of a lack of oxygen, brain starvation, and reasons that the doctors to this day don't know why, I have a rare type of cerebral palsy called iptoid cerebral palsy. I believe what I experienced that day is why I have a dark sense of humor. So, yes, now I use a wheelchair to get around and an AAC device to talk. Words don't come out of me easily, but they come out eventually. I use a speech generating device called augmentative and alternative communication. You will hear me call it AAC or my sexy robot voice. I operate my AAC device using 2 head switches. I build every word. Yes, it is slow, but my device gives me a voice to share my thoughts with the world. Let's dig into AAC. No need to go 6 feet under. It's not buried that deep. In fact, we all use it every single day. Augmentative, alternative, communication can be more than just a talking device. It can be sign language, pictures, symbols, gestures. Yes, even the eye roll or middle finger you flip to someone is augmentative, alternative, communication. I just happen to need a device, forged out of metal, to create a voice that is technically a forgery of the voice in my head. Now, for the shocking plot twist, I live a pretty normal life.
I'm shocked.
I know how disappointing. I am a girl who lives a good life in the Alberta countryside. I have a scaredy cat named Tiny, who is so cute, and manages to be brave and terrified at exactly the same time. I love writing stories, and my dream is to become a famous writer. Right now, I'm working toward a university degree in English, so I'm spending a lot of my time surrounded by words. I like to do a lot of typical things besides reading and writing. I like movies, shopping, nature walks, antiquing, gardening, Food? Oh, food is a big one for me. I am pretty sure if I didn't have cerebral palsy, I probably would have been working in the food industry. I will try any type of food so long as it is not too spicy, to be honest. I am a bit of a carnivore, so sorry to any listeners out there that are vegans. But my body craves protein, the red juicy kind. But please vegans, do listen to my show. I promise not to make breathing protein one of my main topics. I do live on an acreage in Alberta with my mom. Warning, you will probably hear a lot about my mom in these podcasts, because I am not convinced my umbilical cord ever got fully cut. Now you're probably wondering, but what about a dad? I do have a dad, but he doesn't live with us. My dad has MS, multiple sclerosis, and he lives in a care facility.
What?
I know what you're thinking. Wow, that's a lot. And yeah, it is a lot. But in this little family of ours, we try to live fully in the life we have. As for my branch of the family tree, it is pretty much a dead end. I am currently single. Who am I kidding? I have always been single. I had a couple men reach out, but it was less about, hey, I think you are nice, pretty, and intelligent, and more about, have you tried prayer? I will have a humorous take on the single life in upcoming podcast. So, since I am single, no kids, I have to keep my life fulfilled with other projects to help keep my sanity and to show the world that I am worthy of this planet. I do love writing. I am a creative writer and storyteller. I am an advocate for AAC and spend time helping with AAC camps for kids. I attend conferences to talk about my life as an AAC savvy communicator. I also run an international book club for people who use AAC. I am involved in a research project called BCI, or Brain Control Interface, where a thought in my head can control objects. I have done some pretty cool paintings with BCI, where I combine my poetry to create mixed media art, and I have actually sold a few of them. I call it Noggin Art by Chelsea. I am currently working on my children's illustrated book, which I hope to get published soon. So yes, I have a lot of projects on the go, and I am so super excited to add this podcast Murder of Words on AAC to my list of accomplishments. This podcast will be a place where I don't have to hold back, a place where I can let my opinions and creativity fly, a place where no university professor can tell me, Chelsea, creative writing does not belong in this essay.
Damn it, I said stop! Stop it!
A place where people will see more than just a communication device. They will hear the stories, opinions, bad jokes, strong feelings, embarrassing moments, and life experiences of the person behind the robot voice. So, if you're ready to laugh, cry, learn, and hear a few things that might make you say, wait, can she really say that? Then this is the podcast for you. Remember, sometimes the most unexpected wisdom comes from a sexy robot voice. Like this advice: go tell people, I found this woman With a sexy robot voice, she is either inspiring or a bad influence, but either way, she is surprisingly entertaining. So, there you have it. I'm Chelsea Hagen, and these are my words. Tune in to more episodes of Murder of Words on AAC, and join the flock. You have been listening to Murder of Words on AAC, created, written, and hosted by Chelsea Hagen. To avoid copyright jail, all stories, songs, and content were created by Chelsea Hagen. Editing was done by Holly, who deserves both a medal and a therapy fund. Special thanks to Taylor, Shelby, Kathy, and Debbie, my loyal accomplices in this organized crime against silence. Until next time, stay authentic, stay adventurous, stay curious, and remember, the most dangerous person in the room is the one with a communication device and an opinion.
This is the podcast, Murder of Words. Come and listen to my clever show.
Copyright 2026 Chelsea Hagen. All rights reserved. Murder of Words on AAC is an original podcast created and hosted by Chelsea Hagen. Original lyrics also by Chelsea Hagen.